Kill squad eliminated.
Alright agents, it's been a minute since I put out a video, but let's talk about the Battle Buddy. So quickly going through this build. We are using gunner specialization, however you are not limited to what specialization you use. We do have modifiers turned on, and our sidearm is the quick step. Our secondary weapon is the pestilence. We highly recommend the pestilence being your secondary weapon, and our primary weapon is going to be the urban MDR. As you can see in my particular build, I don't currently have it fully maxed out. However, it's doing tremendous amount of damage. Talent is killer, and the scope is going to be crit chance, magazines 20 rounds, long barrel and muzzle are going to be your stabilities. As for the gear itself, we are using 4 pieces of the concentrated company. I'm not going to go into the too deep into exactly what it does. However, we'll just talk about what we have for stats. We are using a crit chance with crit damage mod. We are using on the backpack a crit chance with crit damage mod. And as for our knee pads, we are using a crit chance and crit chance on the holster. Our core is set to armor. However, there is a variation to this. We'll get into that in a minute. As for our chest piece, we are using the equalizer chest piece to give us an additional 5% rate of fire with crit chance and crit damage. And then the overdog gloves. Of course, whenever using the overdog gloves, do not worry about prioritizing based off the tiers. Just shoot and let chance take its course for the 30% amplified damage. All right, our stats real quick is 51% crit chance at 115% crit damage. Now, for this specific build, you want to try to target at least 50% crit chance. You do not have to worry about your crit damage so much, as you will be getting that from killer as well as from the concentrated company. Concentrated company will give us attack power and crit chance. The variation on this build is very simple. If you decide you want to do all 6 red cores, we highly recommend that you do the mod slots to be protection against elites. This way you have some type of defense against the enemy if they decide to start shooting at you. However, if you decide you want to go with crit damage and crit chance mods, then we would definitely recommend that the core, one of the core attributes be an armor core. For our skills, we are using the fixer drone, and for the other skill, we are using the shield. These are not mandatory. You can use whatever you want. The type of gameplay this actually works with is it works with another players or multiple players. It does not work very well when you're out solo. However, if you are going to play this, keep in mind it plays this specific way. The urban MDRs for more of your run and gun as you're running things down and you're chasing them down. If you get into a situation where you're able to plant yourself into a single location, then we highly recommend switching over to the pestilence. Thank you, agents, for taking the time to review this tactical build that I have provided for you. If you like what you saw, please subscribe to the channel. If there's a build that you're looking for, feel free to comment in the threads. And as always, be safe.